And welcome back to twitch.tv/speedrun for some more league action, and of course it's going to be 70-star Division 2 this time. I'm Jonas, commentating a race between JMillGaming and Tabascoth, and this one is pretty spicy, not in the least, because Tabascoth tied his PB in his most recent race just the other day, getting a 49.58, which could have been a lot better going up into Tippy. Was probably about like 49.30 pace. Missed a throw, but of course, you know, Tippy's Tippy. But Taba is looking in really hot form, and also just an all-around great player. Found a lot of recent lag reductions and optimizations. You might want to look out for Bombs 100 and THI secrets in particular. He really shines in these stars, finding some new things which he may or may not use, such as the single jump for secrets. If you haven't seen it, looks pretty cool. JMill, on the other hand, flexed in wing cap. JMill is a player who was recently on emulator and for like a long time had health issues that prevented him from actually like looking at a CRT. But it seems like he's kind of been trying to get back to where he was, because he was really consistent before switching. And he also had to change controllers from like an Xbox to an N64 controller. But in the league, he's doing okay. He's kind of in the middle of the pack right now, looking to take a big scalp against Taba, who would be kind of one of the favorites to not only make the playoffs, but to win the whole thing. So there you have it. We're going to get started on this one.
It's me, Mario.
And there's countdown. Or maybe we're starting now. We all count in the same language, folks. Okay. We're just gonna get a quick restart. In the meantime, I get to sip on my water. I don't know if you guys in chat have any water or beverage of choice sitting next to you. Go ahead and take a comfy sip. I think it's Peppy Comfier is the right FFC emote for that one. We also have GSA Sync.
Mario.
Gotta love it. New emote, but definitely overdue. Might be seeing some hot synchronization in different points during this race, and the closer to the end, the better, of course.
Yours truly, Princess Toadstool. Peach.
Okay, JMill in English, so losing a little over 2 seconds to the intro. It's gonna be like 2.5. But I'm actually gonna save 3 whole seconds over the run. So that's not much, but if you think about it, like English actually saves 5 seconds after the intro, so that's pretty cool, I guess. If you care. If you don't, then don't. So it's really gonna come down to how well they play, but always good to point out a version difference if there is one. Alright, like to skip for Taba, and JMill shortly after him. Taba looking pretty solid with his martyr cam setup. JMill playing it a bit safer, actually ledge grabbing. He was trying to readjust in the air, kind of floats a little bit up left-ish, and trying to get a very clean lag to skip. Ended up grabbing the ledge just barely. Losing about 8 seconds. I believe it's actually a bit less damaging on English because of the text, but it's still a good 8 seconds there, which Taba put in his pocket, but Taba also kind of starting off with a bomb clip here. I thought he actually did an extra long jump for no reason, but I guess not. Nice bomb clip, big bomb, good angle. Tab is actually very good at this stage, especially in BB 100 coin. But obviously you're not going to see that in 70-star. Okay, we'll get a nice bomb clip as well. Good to see, because even with lag to skip, bomb clip is still very important, because you definitely don't want to be like 15 seconds behind at the start of a race. So JMill just going to be entering the star door as Tabascoth enters a slide. Let's say, what should we say, folks? 12-7 for Taba. Counting going, that's a nice bounce. I wouldn't be surprised if that was a 6. 12-7? Okay, right on the money. JMill 12-8. You know I'm psychic, I can predict these things with 98% accuracy. Alright, that's gonna be a 13-2. Just kidding. Right in the middle of my guesses, so not wrong. Alright, a good start pickup from JMill. I want to see what star Taba goes for first in Womps, because a lot of people go for 100 coin, but a lot of people try to get Canless and Owless out of the way. So Taba is actually going to be going for Owless. Kind of an uncommon option. A lot of people go for Canless, but you know, Tabascoth judging Owless to be the higher threat and is going to nail that one. So good execution in the beginning. Nice fence clip. Nice Owless. Nice ground pound of the star. And JMill going to start with Canless. Texture setup here. Could lose some time if you miss it, but he's got it. Now I see Taba coming up here. I love to talk about Tabavision TM, but actually going for the ledge grab setup, so not even confident in his own strat. Apparently doing a Mario KMC down as you fall off the plank can help your like percentage chance of grabbing the star. Oh my god, JMill almost fell down, but is able to just quickly hurdle the fence and also escape the piranha plant, kind of threading the needle there, but JMill also ground pounding the star. Solid. Okay, here we go. Tab actually going for the fastest 100 coin cycle. Actually not even doing his own optimization where you do like a dive roll and go through the cycle of coins the opposite way. Alright, he can still make it. It's going to be tight though, as it always is with this cycle, but Taba is on pace for it right now. Can he make it? This would be huge. Oh, that's the long jump, but he actually makes the long jump work. This is awesome from Tabascoth. Great movement and adjustment on the fly. Losing some time with that blue coin though, so JMill can pretty much have an identical 100 coin if he has a good ending. And he's going to definitely make that cycle on time, be able to have an earlier long jump off the blank if he so chooses. Wait just a little while, but wants to make sure he gets all the coins. Tabascoth finishing up those islands with some nice movement there. 88 coins. He's going to spawn the star. Just has enough to grab the ring of 5 and the last row. JMill, I believe, has a spare. Yeah, 79. So pretty good 100 coin for JMill as well. You love to see that, especially in D2. 100 coin is a big bop, but it's definitely one of the stars people practice the most. JMill slight slip up on the ending there, diving instead of speed kicking, but very minor. But you gotta be impressed with how Tab is playing. No mistakes, even though he did go for a slower cannon list, and not the fastest tree grab. Tab is really flexing his womps. This could be like 645. Ooh, JMill. Interesting tree grab there. Wrong angle. Actually tried to correct a little bit in the tree, but definitely don't want to overcorrect. And also missing the side flip. He does this a lot in the lag 2 KMC up. He's missed the side flip or had like a bad side flip most times. This is another lag reduction optimization from Tabascoth. Doing the side camera from the WOM actually reduces the amount of lag you get from the particle effects when you ground pound them. We'll save a few frames. It's not like the biggest lag reduction, but I think it's like at least 0.1 or 0.2. Since this fight is an auto scroller anyway, it does speed it up a fair bit, considering like you can't really do anything else to make the fight go faster. Tabascoth coming up for his last start in Worms. This has been a fantastic start for the man. And JMill's actually been playing pretty well other than Miss Lag 2 skip. Tabascoth actually getting a 640 Worms 9. Absolutely killing it. Leaving JMill in the dust no matter what he tried to do. Like, that's not something you can fight very easily. But coming up for top of the fortress here, Womps 9, still going to be about a 7 flat. Actually, I say that he falls down. Hello.
Nice commentator's curse as I came in. You're doing great.
Will I curse, or did you curse it?
No, you cursed it. You said he was gonna get like a decent loss and then he fell.
Oh, I thought you meant I was cursing you. Like, how does that work?
Watch your mouth. A curse in commentary. It's not nice.
is a PG stream.
Yeah. When are we gonna get people to vote for GSA After Dark?
Actually, I'm supportive of that idea. Not be like. I don't want it to be like too drastically different, obviously, but like
Yeah,
you know,
obviously
just to like loosen up the commentary a little bit, have some either more chill or some more like bantery stuff going on in the booth.
Yeah, and JMill's having some banter right there, trying to grab that box star on the slide.
Is that the definition of banter?
No, it's not. I just said that. Oh, so is Taba. That backup can be weird because you can end up grabbing the switch, which was like, quite a bit of time.
Yeah. It's more just avoiding the text box than anything. Okay, JMill, nice arcs actually on the coins. He's definitely been practicing his movement there, gotta say. A lot of people will just kind of cruise straight through. JMill actually putting in the effort and almost clipped the edge, but still a pretty optimal ending. I did try doing some like nutty ending where you just roll it off of it and then dive into the switch, but dive off
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, you're trying to advance to 2030 a little too early. You need to slow down.
Yeah. I mean, Taba looks ready to go into 2030 though. He hasn't slowed down this whole race. Looking for a good jig cycle. You know, not Tsukushima. Might have to give him a slap on the wrist for that one, because that's what we do in 2030.
Yeah, in 2030 we don't take unnecessary time losses.
What will be world record in 2030, do you think, in 70 star?
44 by Alka Baknaka.
I feel like I don't know, I feel like he's still hanging around somewhat, although he's not really come back. Wow, JMill, that was a very sketchy 6th red coin. Whoa, dude! Calm your jets. Wow, okay. Pretty lucky to survive that one. I was pulling a bit farther than the lead, but JMill very lucky to just not die at the very end of Dark World.
Still having so much trouble right now.
Yeah, as long as he gets through the stage, he can take a breath. Okay. Taba's already got a 30-second lead by getting a 9:51 Dark World. I didn't see, did he lose? I guess he lost time in wing cap, but I feel like the rest of that segment was fine.
And he's gonna miss it. Oh, okay, that barely bounced into it.
Tama using the curse for a positive effect for once.
I'm doing great.
I didn't ask you how you were doing, I just said you were using the curse in a positive way.
I'm doing a good job.
You are doing great in terms of helping out these runners, but I think that's being a little bit biased towards JMill.
Don't tell that to the people.
Who do you mean by the people?
The chat.
Are you gonna rise up against these commentators? Or are you just gonna sit there and take it like sheeps?
I don't know. I don't know
where
where
I'm going with this.
Taba does some interesting cameras in a lot of places. Definitely has.
And it's not even like
specific
snipey cameras. I think it's just more optimal lag reductions because he's been like the guy figuring a lot of these out.
It's also like camera, like controller angles and notches and stuff that he tries to figure out.
I think it's really cool to see. Like the way Taba goes about a lot of these stars is a lot more scientific than most people will. People do it just try to get a feel for it. Taba really tries to break it down. So I just have a few people like that. And actually I was looking through like a lot of the recent gameplay ideas, and I was surprised like how many of them have come from him. It's got to be like almost half. Oh my god, JMill dying on wall kicks to work!
JMill's
So far away from the wall in the backflip, timed his A press a bit too early due to muscle memory probably.
His entire wall kicks will work. It was awful. It was god awful. He missed.
I know he messed up the rollout, which kind of was like that kind of got him off on the wrong foot.
He was so far down.
But like you could still correct your positioning if you don't like it when you land. So Taba's actually going for CCM 18. I don't know if you saw some penguin meltdowns that we've had, but
I've seen all of them, and I somewhat just I couldn't even laugh at it. It was just so sad.
Yeah, I think you're on like the CCM 17 race committee.
I
Or-
ban people from my chat who do CCM 18.
Why am I not banned?
You're right. Alright, I'm gonna remember to ban you later.
Thanks,
Thank you for
Tom.
reminding me.
It's too bad I won't be able to use Tom and W anywhere.
You got Tom Y though.
To pay for that.
Yeah, pay for it. Do it. But both
If I
of them
pay
doing
for you, will you go to
CCM
pace?
I don't know. I don't think $5 is enough to cover me, but JMO needs some interesting backups right here.
Is there like a bounty on rescuing the penguin? Or is this mama just gonna say thank you and give you a star? Like that's actually financial compensation.
In Mario's case, there's compensation, for sure. He didn't have to kill anyone for it. Mario's
Fair
a
enough.
brutal guy, man. He destroys womps, burns bullies, and Taba doing the optimization right there.
I don't know if it even does that much though, because you're kind of delaying the penguin.
Well, the penguin doesn't really change if you do that. I'm almost certain it's the same. But it just
Ooh,
makes the
JMO.
ending easier.
It's actually lucky that he bonked, because if he hit the ceiling, it could have pushed him down and killed him.
Yeah, if he hit the ceiling, he would have died on his long jump.
Yeah.
But he missed a coin. Oh no.
Gotta race the penguin on perfect coin count. Meltdown, imminent, danger button, flashing. Homer Simpson's still asleep, but JMillGaming's got no coins to miss on the slide. This jump is crucial. He's gotta get the last one in the row, and he's got it. You gotta be very relieved about that one, but still needs to take it so get that whole line of 5, and
Yeah, he's gonna have to get
penguin!
behind.
Oh my god, he's gonna get bodied! Okay, JMill. No! He's gotta get it! No, oh my god, he was so close! And then he actually lost the very last coin, because after that it's pretty much free, I would say, to get the rest
Yeah.
of them.
That
Wow.
Leffen was on J-Mill's butt the entire time. I don't know why Leffen's so aggressive. And J-Mill often
I
just
know
go right
Leffen's
to
a
the...
pop, like, obviously I know who Leffen is, I just don't understand the reference.
Oh, it's because Leffen got seated poorly for a Smash tournament. And he tried to talk to it, and he's just... So if I top... I don't know what I was doing. But he's just like, if I place top 8 in a region
Wait.
with a bunch of penguins...
Why is JMill not even trying to get the 100 coin star?
I don't know, I think he just gave up on it.
Because he decided to die, but if that was the case, he should have just finished the slide and gotten a couple extra coins.
Okay, he
He
barely,
barely won the race.
I think he just gave up, honestly. He just didn't
Yeah,
want
but
to
now
do
he's
CCM
got to
18
do
again.
HMC early. Honestly, I'm shocked how many times the Penguins caused a meltdown. Like, obviously it's a risk, but it's not really difficult. It's a weird thing to happen, and to happen like 5 times.
It's almost like the game is telling you guys to not do CCM 18. Leffen is too aggressive for you guys. Can't handle his Twitter
Yes.
post.
It would be a sad day when speedrunning is even more just about Twitter drama.
I hate Twitter drama. Oh no, JML is so low.
You can't
Again.
even... Okay. You do a side flip.
Taba's legitimately dropped that bomb. I thought he was gonna miss it when he on the rebound, but he got it.
Wait. What shot did he do?
He did the jump delay dive.
Oh. I saw this really weird thing. I think it was Fantax. You actually Z-drop the bomb on the spawn area and then pick it up again in ground
Yeah.
pound. That just looks so unnecessary, but so swaggy.
It's faster than the other one, so is it really
It's not
unnecessary?
faster than Combo plus TM, but
It's also easy, so But JMill, I'm guessing he's just gonna go for another plus. I don't think I've ever seen him do THI or Reds.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see THI Reds out of JMill either. You know, he used to do HMC early until like the leagues pretty much, or until like late last year. So it's not going to be anything strange for him to do the route with like Tux's Maze and SL Reds, if that's indeed what he chooses to do.
But Tab is just flying through, no big mistakes so far. He's playing really consistent.
Yeah, this is going to be like another killer pace if he keeps this up to Fire Sea. Did you see he got a 49.58 in the last one? It's tied his PB. Tabascoth definitely capable of much more, so would be pretty sick to see it happen in the race, but it's really early to say anything that bold.
JMill, it's not a good start to SSL. You only have one backup left after that one.
Okay,
That was going for Kira
Hero
boost,
boost.
and he nails it. I don't really agree with doing that ending with a Kira boost, but he did nail it, so it's all good.
Yeah, it is not going to be... Okay,
Still
I want
gets
plus
it.
10 from JMill. Let's go.
Barely didn't
Don't
put
grab the
buttons.
star. Okay.
Alright, yeah, he is gonna do double plus. Showing his cards
This
early.
is bold. Because if I were doing... If I had already missed it once, I would start off with, obviously, the closer star, so that I decided I missed it again, then I didn't actually waste time going for the longer star in the pyramid, but JMill is definitely committed now.
But this is where it all matters right here.
Yeah. Can you get a big bomb first of all? No.
Medium bomb. He goes
You
toward
can-
anyway. How bold of him. And he doesn't get the second jump out. He was in the wrong spot. The medium bomb is so bold. It's not particularly harder, but it's just annoying.
Yeah. I think he's gonna take fall damage. Okay.
He tried to beat 200 IQ, but he just barely didn't get this started. It's just not going his way.
I think if you like run down the pillar and like sidekick, you might be able to like bounce into it or something.
Yeah,
Although
but
I've
that's
never tried that.
fast. I used to do it when I was triggered. Not fast. Oh, and he
Hey,
got
big-
medium bomb again.
Wait, that's medium bomb rip.
Alright, just gonna do normal plus with it. Have a much easier time getting over.
Okay, gotta change your angle.
And this is why
Alright, you
medium
made
bomb
it.
is so annoying.
Here we go.
Alright, JMill getting his second plus. Can't be too happy that he had to even do plus twice after that mistake that he made.
Yeah,
Which
the whole
wasn't
point of the
even
penguin
his
is to
fault.
not do plus twice.
Penguin just trolled him.
Been killing lethal outland anyway, just nothing to report. Just taking out some more bullies, and really,
Oh, he doesn't
JMill
get his double
bonking
jump out.
on the first star in lethal outland. Still, like just the momentum is completely switched off for JMill, and he talks about being a momentum player, but it's very hard to be a momentum player and actually do well in races, because at some point something's gonna go wrong, and you have to untilt.
Unless you're Tabas and everything is going right.
Yeah,
He's
just
just playing
Taba
really well.
will get tilted and like lose a lot of time rage pausing and I don't know whatever else he does. What is this camera from JMill? I think he just messed it up early and tried to get it back, but didn't know what to do. So an auto-grade start to lethal lava lane on two of the more straightforward stars in the stage. I would say the only... like, nothing in lethal lava lane is extremely hard unless you're going for pro boost.
Oh,
Taba
JMill
missing a chest!
I mean, it's Taba. I've been watching JMill for like the past 3 minutes. Taba hasn't made any mistakes, dude. You can't even commentate on Taba.
And Taba gets the star perfectly again.
We're just
He's
gonna
in the
ignore the
lead.
test mess.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's just the last 3 minutes of Taba commentary. But if he gets through, once we get into Fire Sea, I'll get hyped for Taba. But we got like a minute and a half, or almost a minute 20.
I wonder if he's gonna do front sub here. He's a fish, so he might do it.
Yeah, Taba could still get a 25-minute Fire Sea, just looking at the clock, which should be pretty insane. I'm pretty sure you could get a 48 with that, can't you?
Yeah, I've never seen anyone Mario Cam during the Tamil section, and he is doing front sub.
Oh,
Tabas is a fish.
this
He
is
does
bold.
all lag reductions. He does it all. Let's see if he gets
Is he
it.
a fish?
Oh, he doesn't get to jump out the water.
Oh, there's the first pause. Okay. And now eating some lag. Can he get it? Okay. Good recovery, even though the actual front sub was kind of a complete failure. You know, maybe a fish in the water, but a fish out of water, out of water.
It just
Okay,
flops.
JMill, 3 HP. Gotta be careful here. Oh, had to pull
He
back
held
on the long jump.
He held back so hard just to make sure.
I know. We're seeing the same things here. Okay,
Yeah,
JMill.
JMill clinging for life, and it's just what you gotta do sometimes in this game.
Alright, Fire Sea time for Tabascoth.
Can
He
barely
could-
25 with this, I think.
I think if he gets normal air cycle, he can still 25, barely. I don't know though.
What was his DDD time?
Interesting lag reduction camera
Oh,
here.
what are
That's
these?
ambitious from Tabascoth. Although I don't
see-
even think that saves any lag frames. It might save like 2. But nice lag reduction in the cage, getting the second and third red. Fine, threading
Oh,
between the
the
Goombas, but actually hitting the third one. Can't get the side with double
No.
walking, and that's gonna kill
Okay.
Lava Boost.
And JMill died. I don't know where he
Oh,
died.
what? He died.
Wow,
Was
he
it in the
died.
volcano?
Bully Star.
Oh my god. That's... I feel like Bully Star, like, Boy the Big Bully, is like kind of a sleeper, because you can
Taba's
die
gonna miss the
easily on
cycle.
it. That sucks. No 25. Right, you can still get the good ending here. Could be like a 26, 10, 1x.
It's so punishing to miss the cycle. It's kind of like a killer of your runs right there.
Yeah.
And the extra ledge grab. The time loss piling up in these last 2 stages for Taba.
Yeah, I think with normal recycle this could 25, but not anymore.
So Taba showing his cards, right? He showed his cards, and now the first big opening for JMO is coming out. Losing like 30 seconds in the last 2 stages.
That was quite the toss.
Felt like a rage toss almost. He's like, you're not bouncing on the floor, you're going right to the ball.
JMo's saving some time on chests. That's one thing. And some more time to save on front sub, or by not doing front sub. So this is kind of his opportunity to start clawing back. And Taba's going upstairs with a pretty solid lead. But upstairs it just gets harder. As you go through
Yeah.
TTM especially. Got stuck on the door a little bit.
Stuff. And JML's probably automatically just gonna save time from not doing front sub.
Yeah.
It's really hard to screw up back sub, but it does happen. Let it be known, it can happen.
I think
And
the only
Taba-
way you would... Okay, nice triple jump wall kick. Jump right on the box here. Good angle on the long limbs. Actually getting a straightforward camera so you can just hold up.
Yeah.
And actually saving a wall kick there at the end, I believe. Or at least saving the wide turn into the star by kind of getting on the wall kick on the front side of the elevator, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I mean, I was doing 100 coin. I seen Cam at the start. A lot of people do it differently than
This
what
is
Tavis
double box
does.
kick, isn't it?
Yeah, but he did it differently.
What do you do differently, like than
Really
most people?
fire cannon instantly.
Skeeter is so green. It's usually
Skeeter's
more
lighting up.
like
That was missing.
it's more like cyan or teal if you want to call it. That was like a sea green aqua.
Yeah,
Okay.
but Tabas at the start, he did Mario Cam instantly and let it wrap around.
Oh. Oh, Jamo with the ground pound. That's not a good way to start off Fire Sea. You can still make Lava Boost, but you gotta be really clean at this point. Because you can actually make Lava Boost with a small mistake, but not anymore, because that was a small mistake.
He was on the pole for quite a bit. And he had to
And not
jump,
able
he
to get
got
Lava
dust in his
Boost.
dive.
Yeah, at least he recognized that and didn't try to go for the Age Wall kick, because then he would have fallen way down.
I think JMill should be able to make the cycle still. Oh boy, that was not the elevator cycle that you wanted. You have to definitely readjust for that one. So overall, still probably going to save time here in Fire Sea, but it's hard. Tabas lost time, basically the perfect stages to lose time. It's really hard to get a good Fire Sea.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it just shows that, like, outside of missing front sub in the chest, his run has been really good. You're just not gonna get a good Fire Sea every single time. It's not feasible, except for like maybe someone like at the very top could get it most of the time, but not even 100%.
Things don't always go your way. Unless you're Benny, and then they always go your way.
Do they?
Yes. We're not going to talk about how Benny got hit by Piranha in THI and knocked down.
Oh.
Everything goes to Benny's way. Temperature wall kick attempt really delayed the second one, but he got it. It didn't even matter. Tab was showing a lot of confidence in that trick. Doing it last. A lot of people do it back to back.
Yeah. Really bold, especially because, like you said, you're committed to that star, going in at the medium water level, and it being the last star on the stage. Okay, Taba, THI. Watch out for these secrets. He likes to do a single jump over the fourth one. And last time I commentated, he did it, like, really well.
He jumped
Okay,
so
nice.
early off that slope.
Ghost. Really, like, it just looks so slick. You don't even go around it, you just hop on
and
top.
the ledge
Ooh. Losing that small time save with the ledge grab. But overall, like, Secrets is another difficult star that JMO might not do so well.
Yeah, but now that that star is over, THI is free. There's nothing else you can do that can lose you time.
Yeah, after all, we're not
JMill
talking
missing that
about
blue
the
coin,
one
it's
thing.
gonna be tough. Oh no,
Oh, no!
JMill, no,
Oh,
dude.
he just had to let
Oh,
that one
man.
go. He just have to get both backup boxes. Really not a good run for the boy. You know,
Tab
it
is
just,
having to do some weird stuff right here.
I didn't even catch what happened. Did he go for mountain clip or not?
Yeah, he took a swim on Mountain Cliff. Alright, JMill's gonna get the first backup box right here. And he's still down 2 coins.
Okay. At least he doesn't have to worry about, like, RNG with the Chuck yet, but he still lost a good bit of time over Taba, who had a solid 100 coin. Wow, that Chuck hit was quite aggro. I don't know, does it operate on a cycle? Like, that's
No,
why
he
it's so
just-
far
I
over there.
think he just noticed you.
Oh, like when he's getting the first box.
I don't know. Chuck can do whatever it wants, dude.
Yeah, I agree. Hard to really tell what the Chuck is doing. Even if you do the pretty similar motion, it might be in different spots. So Tab is actually really far in the lead now.
Yeah, he hasn't had the greatest upstairs so far, but it's not too bad.
Yeah, T-Town's where we have to see if his good gameplay is going to stay Like, stay strong. Or,
Oh no.
okay. Yeah,
That's
that's
a
just
start.
another little mistake, losing a couple seconds. And
Oh.
that's the big one, falling all the way down. I don't want to get your hat stolen by the monkey.
You have to grab the monkey for him to steal your hat.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that fly guy almost sniped him. Holy, are you kidding me? That fly guy was out for blood, spewing fire right at Tabas as he was trying to triple jump. That'd have been so sad if he got hit by it.
Couldn't you
I would
still run up the mountain if you were on fire?
probably, actually. If he was in midair, he probably. I don't know what would happen. It's a confusing situation, honestly.
Anyway, first one was kind of a disaster. Second one, pretty smooth. So I just tried to do a front flip. I don't know how much that could save. But looks dope, obviously.
Yeah.
How much faster do you think that would be? Than actually just go around and quickly side flip.
I don't know.
Okay, anything from Taba, but nice move into the box there. I feel like that rollout is, you have to pull back a lot to land right where you want to and not overshoot it. But
It's definitely a tough star. Not really hard, but it's just tough to kind of figure out. And JMill just not hitting the right spot in the triple jump, sadly. It can happen.
hey, Tords, thanks for the raid. Hope you guys get your clocks out. Tords actually was working with a new strat for GIM. I think it saves like 3 seconds. If someone in chat can tell me about it, that would be fantastic. Because I'm really interested to see that. You know, Tords been on that sub 17 hunt. Wish him the best of luck at GSA.
Torch is my favorite OT player.
Do you have a second favorite OT player?
Clint Stevens.
I kind of gave you the alley-oop on that one. Though.
What was that, JMill? Are you actually serious? I've never seen that before.
What'd he do?
He triple jumped off the block for the third secret.
By block, you mean the bridge?
Like the plank, little plank. That's
Yeah.
so weird. I've never seen anyone do that.
I've done that like while practicing it, but yeah, in a run, I don't think anyone would ever be able to do. I don't think it's faster, but like if you know you're gonna land on it, might as well. So that's cool to see from JMill.
That was doing an interesting camera at the start. Just the amount of mini cameras right here.
Yeah, so Taba's pretty much done with Snowman's Land. You know, you could mess up on Wolf from the Freezing Pond. But hopefully, here through HMC, not going to be any major time loss. Because he made it through TATM despite losing a solid amount of time. I think he's still on good pace. We'll see after HMC where he really stands, because I would say like a good tippy is like can be under 9 minutes. Obviously, a fantastic tippy can be less than, like a good bit less, but a reasonably good tippy is 9 minutes. So
There's no such thing as a reasonably good tippy, honestly. Everyone kind of gets screwed.
I feel like Tago has had some reasonably good tippies.
He gets screwed too. Tippy doesn't let him have it.
It's almost impossible to not do anything wrong. And it's very easy to lose multiple minutes, which is why it's not even over for JMill. You know, Taba can still drop so much spaghetti and maybe just rage pause for like another 10 minutes. But
You never know, man. He could have the Mario meltdown of his life in Tippy.
JMill
JMill's so low
jumped
and
under the log.
No. Oh no.
So that's actually the star shoot into the wild blue. It seems like a
Alright,
skydive or something.
I'm gonna retire from commentary after that pun. I don't know if I can handle this anymore.
That was
It's
a
the last
pun.
time.
The skybox is just so blue. It doesn't make
Oh,
sense.
JMill's still having some major slip up in TTM.
Man, he's stuck just trying to get up the slope. And third try, okay. There we go. Meanwhile, Taba is back in the basement, and he is a full stage and a half ahead. Not
He
that a
almost
stage is like a
interstate.
unit of time. Wait, did Taba do the sidekick thing or not? I wasn't really watching.
No, he jumped and then robbed the fence.
Oh. Oh,
JMill trying to
Jimbo.
line himself up.
Alright, good angle though. Alright, box jump for Taba, most likely. Yep, there we go. And that's gonna work. Pretty clean triple jump there.
Imagine if Savage just straight up did an elevator clip. That would have hurt me to watch.
Does anyone even do it?
And
Like
there's
as a
no-
race strat, like even Proto Man goes for box jump, I'm pretty sure.
I don't think any good players do elevator clip. It's like training wheels. You just outgrow those after a little bit.
Yeah.
That was so optimal. You saw how close he was to the cage as it was opening. He almost bombed it.
That was really good. Jim was attempting
Oh,
breezes and he's fallen down again.
TTM's not very nice. That's all I
No.
can say, really. Synchronized long jumps from two runners, but let's not talk about the stage difference. As it just continues to pile up the time loss for JMill right now.
What? He didn't even get onto the top level from the breeze.
And the Chuck
Gotta avoid
is
the chuck, yeah. I thought that was gonna charge into him. He's kind of lucky.
Kovic tried to attack him, but JMill found his way out of that one. Beautiful
Wow.
RNG from Taba. Literally just in his way. But he did a really nice adjustment on those rocks.
Jamal almost got hit by a snowball. I don't know if you
Nah,
saw
I think
that.
he missed it. It just barely didn't hit him. That snowman was out for blood though.
Yeah, all the NPCs are actually out for Jamal's blood. Maybe they can smell the vape.
JMill, you gotta put the vape away, dude. These NPCs they just don't like it. It's a shame.
Oh, here come the spin drifts.
It was a really bad slip up. You don't see that happen too often.
Let's see, is he getting ground pound? Yeah. Okay, rainbow right here for Tabascoth. One for Lack to bounce. Nice wall kick there, grabbing or getting Lack to right in the middle. And this is a good start for him there.
Yeah,
Okay,
oh,
go
so
for the
far
wall
so good.
kicks. No, just the safety. Was that
Travis.
intentional from JMO to like slide a little bit? Like he did a quick belly slide before rolling out. Not that that saves any time, it's actually slower.
I don't think it was intentional.
Alright, tricky triangles, this can kill you. Not cursed, okay.
It's like you're kind of like asking Taba to die at this moment. Doesn't get a speed kick. That could have been a start of something.
Yeah, JML really wants Taba to be starting something, but just it's not really happening so far. Obviously, there's TikTok clock, but Taba just needs to have a ordinarily bad tippy. Doesn't have to be anything good.
Ordinary tippy. He needs to have an ordinary tippy, like a minute lost, and he can still look good, but that did not look good right there. Accidental dive right off to a bonk. Trying to find his way around this maze.
Alright, 1 star left in Amber Ride, and JMill just entering HMC. So really far behind. Taba's gonna have to have multiple jets and TikTok clock. But 100 coin especially is where the meltdowns do tend to occur. I'd say it's more common to see mistakes in the first half, but mistakes in the second half are way more damaging, especially if you lose some coins. And then like, as you're trying to back it up, you get invis wallet or you get like bonk and fall down.
It's tough though, man. It's really hard for, even if JMill played well, it'd be really hard for him to compete with this run. This is a D1 level run.
It really is. I think Taba, let's just say he's definitely one of the top contenders for this league, and I'm not exactly sure how it works. Like if you win this league, do you get auto promoted? I'm not sure.
So. I don't remember.
Yeah, I would imagine something like that happens. But yeah, this is definitely a D1 performance. He's on 49 pace again. At least I'm pretty sure. 49
this
pace.
is the type of run where this is like beat a lot of D1 runners. Not all of them, but quite a few of them.
Yeah.
Would struggle with this run.
Well, I think we're gonna kind of see the like natural order things in the off season, because obviously we just invited people who we knew were willing to play in the league and would be active and all that. We actually had to replace 2 people in D2, which is why Taba's in the league at all. But he's really showing his, I don't know, he's really showing his class to be putting on such good races every time.
Okay, long jump walking consent from Taba, but a little confused on where to go. He still can't get up there.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna like slide off the thwomp again.
Yeah.
Or not again, but no. So, 5 stars left and bits. It's gonna be tough for JMill, but he still can't give up if he wants to get some points, because it's still really important for him to stay like competitive in the league. You don't want to drop too far down.
Yeah.
And there's still like plenty of time left, but every week that goes by, you're kind of losing some room for mobility here. Because Taba is, I think him, Proto, and Momo are at the top.
Makes sense.
I think Proto is second, or maybe he took first, because Momo used to be in first. I think Proto bopped him. Oh, Taba messing up here, going for roll in the cage. Like, only lost a second or so.
Alright, JMill. He's up to play and gets his first Latte bounce so far. Can still have a few things go wrong, but it's really hard for the rest of this to go wrong. Unless you're not going to play it safe. And he doesn't, but it doesn't go poorly at all. That's what I like to see.
Yeah, he definitely needs like a pretty much godlike Tippy and Taba to make an unprecedented amount of mistakes at the very end of the run.
Yeah.
Alright, Tricky trying to pull JMill. The beginning's good. Come up in the coin maze now, nice side flip, and that actually saved a good bit of time over Taba. If you remember, he had a little slip up at the end.
Yeah, and he's slipping up right now as you speak about it.
Taba pretty much on the exact same pace he was last run, gonna be like mid 47 possible. He missed a throw and got a 49.58. So Taba actually has the opportunity to PB again.
JMill. Oh no, man. just not his run so far.
Yeah, I kind of made the SMQ face as that happened. Okay, Tabascoth tripping up on reds. Maybe the nerves are getting to him here, knowing that he's on good PB pace, and knowing he only has to do these time stop stars, not doing them as well as he normally would. So the pressure's on. So let's see if Taba can pull out a PB.
Gonna be starting Sky now.
Nice
Sky's
movement up to
40
bits.
seconds long.
I say like you need about at least a minute 30, unless you're like a 16 runner who does Manmo cycling moving right side. So Taba's definitely on PB pace. You can get like a 48 4x.
I meant like the actual inside of Sky is like 40 seconds long.
Yeah. I mean, I know you know that, but I'm just saying for viewers probably want a more general estimation of the final time.
I didn't say mid 47. I never said 47. That was
I definitely said mid 47. Moving right side from Tabascoth, and he's not gonna get it. This is exactly what happened in the last race, but he also got on the second try, which is exactly what happened last race. And now what happened in the last race was missing a throw, so Taba is looking at his old run in the mirror with the opportunity to improve his personal best by over 10 seconds. Can he do it? The man. Looking to prove every runner, ready to make every runner in D2 look like a fool. First goes, barely gonna hit Bowser. 2 more for PB
How did he get that?
from Tabascoth.
Did he
Second
got the
one,
second
barely,
one?
please.
No.
No! Lightning's not gonna strike twice for Taba. It was so close. I think he might barely be able to get it, but I'm
That
not
looked like
sure.
the same throw as the first one too.
Yeah.
But he
All
does
right.
get the second one.
All right.
For
Taba for 3.
Possible anymore.
And getting a super low 50. Wow. This is actually ridiculous from Tabascoth. 2 insane times in a row. Barely not PBing both times.
JMill, that was interesting. I thought he was gonna fall earlier, but he just didn't. But Taba just 4 seconds off his PB.
This is honestly nuts, because like, I think Taba's biggest enemy is tilt, but when he's not getting tilted, he's just gonna play really well. So, we'll see if JMill wants to finish up. He doesn't have to, because I don't think he will get any points.
No, sadly. Even if he played perfectly, just wasn't gonna come together.
Yeah, it's hard to win against 5002, but you know, JMill also had a pretty... I don't know what to say about the whole upstairs. It was rough,
Yeah.
but honestly, it really started off with the penguin. I think that's kind of how it goes with JMill.
Rough is an understatement.
Hello. Hey. Why is that so funny to you?
He just unmutes himself and says rough is an understatement. I just couldn't help it. But
Anyway, like we have both JMill and Taba in the call. You just want to go over to Taba first. Congratulations on the win, almost another PB. How do you think you've been able to do like 2 really good races in a row?
I think he has a mic problem.
Oh.
Something with his mic. So I guess we're gonna start with JMill. JMill.
You sound so disappointed to say JMill. We're gonna start with JMill. Oh my god.
JMill, why do you torture yourself with TCM18?
Why do I torture myself with Super Mario 64? Nah, it's alright. I'm just really bad at races because N64 is scuffed.
Tough stuff. races are really hard, and
Nah, I'm just not good anymore. I lost it ever since I switched to this
Is that like
platform.
a Minnesota accent, Tom? You're like, races are really hard.
Did I say
It's
like
just it's kind of I kind of just get tilted by my own on my own
Yeah.
yeah, it's tough. It takes a lot
Because-
to.
I'm just used to like, you know, getting consistent like 50s and 51s. So like when you mess up and you can't even beat a 54 on N64, I mean, it's just kind of takes it away from you.
Yeah.
Hello.
I think we got to that.
Hey,
Does it work
Taba.
now? Hey,
Yeah.
sorry, I had some tech issues. I like all the time apparently, but yeah, okay, I'm here.
That's cool.
How's your street cam, Taba?
Sorry, what did you say?
I said, how's your street cam?
I could activate it if you want to, but I think it doesn't apply well to the GSA rules. So let's
No, let's not do that.
yeah.
We don't know what's gonna go on in your street. They might be slinging SM64 controllers in the back.
Yeah, you never know on this street. Like, I live right next to an amusement park, and there's some other amusement businesses going on here. I'm not gonna go into...
So
But yeah,
definitely played well overall. Some torturing mistakes, like much like JMill, but
Torturing.
they're not enough mistakes for JMill to play close to you. You're
There was
just playing so well.
There was no chance after lack of 2 skip, let's be honest.
nah, but really, I really feel like I lucked out of these 2 races. I doubt that I will like go on and play well all the time. It's kind of weird because I didn't play that well yesterday and today before the GSA race. I don't know what's going on, but
You found
well,
it.
You
I'll
played well in
take
the
it.
race.
Yeah, it's better than like you know, having all the spaghetti in the races. I'd rather have the spaghetti in the runs.
I just want to know when D5's coming around so I can join.
D5 doesn't have any sub 1 players, man.
That's
Can't
where I
join
belong.
that. No.
My PB
But-
might be good, but I'm not.
Unfortunately, we gotta get rolling to the next race. Oh, thank you both for coming into the call and interviewing. Congratulations, Taba, on the win. Congratulations to JMill. Hope to see you next time.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
GG
all
to
love
JMill.
Yeah,
Thanks.
GG7.
Yo,
We all love Benny, by the way.
Yeah.
indeed.
We do all love Benny.
So much for
Love Benny.
playing my game.
Bye.